Thank you. Carl's Jr. of Karcher Enterprises is a quick-service hamburger restaurant those of you from the West Coast area might have visited occasionally. The company's corporate philosophy is to maintain its position as one of the premier food service organizations in the industry by continuously meeting and exceeding expectations. Carl's Jr. did not stray from this commitment to excellence and efficiency when it recently took on the mammoth project of implementing an employee scheduling system in all of its 600 restaurants. Combating the problems of logistics, equipment deliveries, and user phobia, Carl's Jr., through planning, testing, and technology-delivered instruction, got the job done and did it right. Ladies and gentlemen, the Assist Award Committee takes great pride and pleasure in presenting this award to Carl's Jr. Accepting for Carl's Jr. is the project leader and manager of operational systems.
That's heavy. Well, good morning. Let me ask you if you've ever had this problem. You get called into your director's or your boss's office, and he says, "We've got a little project for you to do. Just a small project. Let me tell you a little bit about it." What we've got is 500 remote locations. We have about 6 to 8 users per location. About 89% of those, through survey results, have never used a computer before. So therefore, they have a very decided fear of using computers. And as a matter of fact, we have 2 applications, one that we know will save about $5 million a year. And we have additional applications to follow. And what we'd like you to do is install this system in all of the 500 locations within 12 months. Lots of fun, right? So basically, I got that job being the manager of operational systems, and what I do is I integrate new technology into our restaurants. This was something I didn't believe. At any rate, I assembled our project team, and we got to work on the solutions. Whoops. I got my solutions. Basically what we did is we put in a wide area network with object distribution. That way we could load programs and send tutorials downline to our restaurants and also communicate back and forth and send information. We decided to have tutorials resident on all the applications that we would design. That way we could enculturate the organization and have people learn the systems as best they could, and also at their own pace. We decided on something called a slow reveal, where we break it into chunks and we give individuals as much knowledge as they need to know, but only when they need to know it. And we stuck very much to what's called minimalist design, and I would highly recommend a book by John Carroll called The Nuremberg Funnel. Actually, we put in the help desk before we put in the computers. How about that, huh? We installed a 5-station help desk, and we trained everyone on how to use the application and how to be a help desk operator. And additionally, we produced a video that would actually instruct and inform people on how the computers would be installed and how they would be trained on them. And I just want to take just a moment and show you a little piece of the video. It's only 8 minutes long, but we're not going to be here that long. We're only going to watch about a minute of it. Could we roll the video, please?
Is new technology. You'll learn how to use it in a new way. The computer itself will be your trainer and will tutor you in how to use CAM. Instead of a workbook, the computer will tutor you with new learning tools called tutorials. These tutorials are self-paced, interactive, and a fun way to learn how to use CAM. Each tutorial will contain several lessons. Each lesson will take 5 to 7 minutes to complete. Altogether, you'll spend 20 to 40 minutes on each tutorial. They're interactive and self-paced, So you'll have a lot of time to practice and learn the skills to use CAM effectively. The first tutorial introduces you to computers. So if you've never used a computer before, relax. The tutorial will explain everything you'll need to know. You'll also learn how to use Carl's Jr. electronic mail, so you'll be able to receive electronic mail messages quickly. Additional tutorials will teach you to use a program that will assist you with forecasting and scheduling labor. Over the past 2 years, Carl's Jr. has developed and tested a unique program called CARLS, or Computer Assisted Restaurant Labor Scheduling. The test results have been very positive, and managers who've tested CARLS have found that forecasting is more accurate and that scheduling is quicker and easier when using the computer than when they did these tasks by hand. Once your computer is operational, you'll receive 1 tutorial a week for 5 weeks through your computer. You'll receive an electronic...
All of this work couldn't be accomplished without a great effort by a great many individuals. Basically, the strategy and format was done by Carl Karcher Enterprises. The wide area network was put in by a group called Excelinet from Atlanta, Georgia. The video was done by Roger Hayes Productions. And by the way, the screen that you saw there was actually a video of the screen, and he has a new technique called clear scan where you can actually video a screen and you don't get the bar effect that comes up. And additionally, we had the tutorials done by Computer Resource Group of California, and they are here today, as a matter of fact, Peter Placey and Gina Klimowski. And I just wanted to close with this. Less than 90 years ago, the Wright brothers took off. And a few miles from here is the NASA Space Center. And in 90 years, we went from the first flight into outer space. The computer industry is less than 10 years old. Imagine what will be in the future, and you are the pioneers. Thank you very much.